Kingdom wrap up, thoughts, chat. I'm trying to figure out like a name for what I'm gonna call this, because I guess it is a series. Maybe just Kingdom Chats with a K and the no. Hey guys, how's it going? It's Brianna. Welcome to my channel, or welcome back. Today we're gonna be, I guess, beginning my series talking about Kingdom. So the first episode 0, mnet did a live stream. It was literally 15 minutes of only 100-second performances from each of the groups that are participating as an introduction stage. So today I wanted to give, I guess, my thoughts about those kind of introduction stages and the way that the show is going to play out and things like that. Also, I guess clarifying information is that once it was live streamed, mnet really kind of clearly was like, don't record or we'll sue you kind of thing. So it is not online. So I did only watch these performances about once. All of them, all the way through, I only watched them once. So this is really like what stuck with me. And I'm filming this like a week or so after, so these performances have stood the test of time. Not really. I don't remember exact details and stuff about all of them, but I remember the gist, you know, and that's the point. I think that was the point. So we'll go in order by group performance, and I'm pretty sure it was just alphabetical order, so that's easy. So starting at A, ATEEZ. ATEEZ did a version of Wave, and I will say I think it was like not what I was expecting, but also yes, what I was expecting. And maybe they did Wave, which is one of their like brighter and like summery songs, and then turned it into this like darker version for the purpose of this show. And I do think that is what ATEEZ is like good at and what they'll be bringing to the show. So I do think it was a good introduction stage for that. But I think that Wave just, I didn't really like that as a song choice, but I could see why they wouldn't have done like Wonderland or something, because it was too, like it was already that. So, but yeah, it wasn't my favorite, but I am interested to see like what they will do moving forward. I think if they did Answer, I would have really loved it. Like with Answer, but like make it like darker, even-ish. I felt like that would have been cool, but they're cool. They're gonna do great. They just had to come back today. I have to watch it, but yeah. Next was B2B. They did Beautiful Pain, and that, I mean, as a person, I'm not a ballad lover, but sometimes with B2B, I really, really love their ballads, and Beautiful Pain is one that I'm like, you know, so I felt like it was good, obviously, because they just said, we're gonna sing for you. And I said, thank you. So I felt like that was a good introduction to what they will be doing on the show. Singing. But yeah, I don't think it was show-stopping, but I do think it was enjoyable and good. I thought it was in alphabetical order, but it's not, because iKON performed last. And they start with an I. Anyways, I really liked iKON's performance. It was just fun, and I felt like it was such like a, this is who we are, this is what we're bringing, you know, this is what to expect, and I really liked that. I just think it was so enjoyable because it was just so them, and this is what we're gonna do, this is who we are. Yeah, they did Rhythm Ta. So next we'll talk about SF9. They did a version of Good Guy, and honestly, I felt like it was so good. I felt like it was just like, kind of in the same vein as iKON. It was very like, this is who we are, look at our suits. I think it's way more fun to look at these competition shows as just like, was this enjoyable for me as a viewer? And, you know, was this performance exciting or entertaining in some way that made me, you know, excited that I watched it or happy that I watched it? So even though it wasn't like show-stopping, I really don't think that Good Guy in general is like a show-stopping song. And SF9 has some of those, but I feel like it was good and enjoyable, and I'm excited to keep watching them. So next we'll talk about Stray Kids. They did a version of Miro with knives, and they all had black hair, and it was crazy. I like The Stray Kids, they did so good, and they looked great. They had knives. I already said that, but yeah, I felt like their performance was so good. It was kind of like what I was expecting from them, but also like it was so entertaining. They did Miro also, which was just like so smart. Really showcases when you think of Stray Kids, it's like stuff like Miro is what you think of, and them just doing that so well. I loved it. I know that with Stray Kids, Hyunjin is like going on hiatus, I think. Don't know the whole situation, but if he's going on hiatus right now, then they're filming it right now, so he won't be in at least the first round, you know, so, or maybe if they already filmed it, maybe he won't be in like the second episode, you know, stuff like that, but I don't know, we'll see. And last, we'll talk about the boys, and they did the Stealer Epic version, which, like, what does that mean? I loved it. And I don't know if I'm gonna be saying this in every single one of my videos about Kingdom, but maybe if you're new, if it's your first one that you're watching. The boys are one of my alt groups, so I'm enjoying all of it, but I'm rooting for the boys. And this was awesome for me. I loved it. I love what they did with the Stealer, and I felt like they made it into more of like, I'm gonna steal this crown kind of thing, you know? So I loved it. Sunwoo like had a new rap, and it was just so good. And then when they did the thing with the hands and the camera, that was also really awesome. I'm so looking forward to being able to watching these again. Yeah, those are, I guess, my really short thoughts on all of the performances. And if it wasn't clear by just what I said, my favorite performances were Stray Kids and the boys. And yeah, I probably won't do a 1 to 6 every round. I don't feel like it's productive to have like to always talk about what I like the least, because if everyone talks about what they like the most, there will be less people talking about certain groups, and then that's how you will determine who everyone's favorite was. So yeah, I really loved Stray Kids and the boys. They were my favorite performances. I also thought iKON was really good. I would say that would be my top 3, but I'm excited to watch the show once it actually starts airing. I'm excited to see what all these groups bring. There are some places to watch it online. Like I'm sure people will be Twitch streaming it. It may end up on mnet's YouTube channel, like with English subtitles. They may live stream it, but they also, after the show airs, they'll have clips of their performances and the like behind the scenes section with the groups. So there will be a lot there. And then where to vote, if we can vote, all of that stuff. If anything, it's going to be on Who's Fan, but I know that the voting changed like a lot per round in Road to Kingdom, so that may be the case now. But Who's Fan is an app to download if you would like to vote for your faves on Kingdom. I feel like I'm doing the morning announcements. Another thing that I learned from my comment section on my last video, if you haven't watched it, I'll post it up above, but there was actually eliminations in Queendom if you were the bottom, like if you ranked last for 2 rounds in a row, then you got eliminated. But it just happened that no one got eliminated, so the threat of elimination was still there. So maybe they will do that. I can see them doing that again, because I feel like that's a pretty easy thing to just meddle with. So yeah, those are, I guess, my thoughts on the first introduction stages. What did you think? Please let me know. I loved in my first video, there was like actually discussions happening in the comments. I was like, this is what I've always wanted. I will be making videos probably weekly-ish about Kingdom, so if you'd like to stick around for that, subscribe, like this video as well if you liked it, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye!